In today's gaming landscape, adding content post-release has gotten a bad reputation. Don't get me wrong, it's completely deserved. Season passes are convenient excuses to release unfinished campaigns at launch, allowing companies to charge essentially double price for the full experience, while microtransactions attempt to form a gambler's addiction in vulnerable players. But there was a time when expansion packs and DLC were legitimate additions to an existing game. They kept good titles alive longer and provided additional content to hungry players after a title was finished, rather than being baked into the main experience but locked behind a paywall. And Fire Emblem Awakening had some great DLC. Now, just as I mentioned, none of this is at all necessary to the main game. You get a complete, fantastic title right out of the box. But Intelligent Systems supported Awakening with some really cool DLC. And since 3DS and Wii U online support may not be long for this world, I thought I would cover the content while I can. Downloadable content for Awakening can basically be split into three parts: Series 1 DLC, Series 2 DLC, and Spot Pass. Spot Pass is Nintendo's default download service for getting bonus updates or exclusives free of charge, so let's look into those first. First up was a free set of legendary weapons for high-level characters to make use of. They're all A and B level weapons, so you can't give them to early characters and cheese through the game, and by the time you can wield them, you'll have a strong team anyway, but it's a nice free bonus to look forward to. Free legendaries are always good. Next was a new set of paralogs, which gave you the ability to refight earlier boss battles and recruit some of those characters lost during the story. These are all unplayable until you finish the game. It would kind of break the narrative otherwise, but it's cool to capture baddies like the Conqueror or King Gangrel, and you can even find old allies. Oh dear. Well, Emeren's dead again. Worst regent ever. Bonus teams is the big one here. As I mentioned, Fire Emblem Awakening was designed to pay homage to classic Fire Emblems before it, and one of the ways they did this was through the Einhanar, or summon cards. Series 1 DLC covered a campaign with these, but Spot Pass featured around 120 previous Fire Emblem characters in the form of summons. From the Spot Pass menu, you scroll through the collection and choose a character you want, then either pay to recruit them or fight them in a battle to gain them for free. They have no special dialogue here, but longtime fans will get a kick out of having classic characters on their roster. Gotta respect the classics. And finally, you have the option to add new bonus challenges to the 2-player local co-op for some new PvP fun. Series 1 of DLC is where the paid content begins, but it's really cool if you want a story with those classic characters. Champions of Yore, Lost Bloodlines, Smash Brethren, I like that, all feature older Fire Emblem units in the form of Einhanar summons, only this time there is a loose narrative surrounding them. See, old Hubba, poor old Hubba, lost his collection of summons cards, and now all those historical heroes are battling each other throughout the Outrealms. It's up to you, Chrom, and your Awakening heroes to have to defeat them and gather them all up. It's all presented in a fun, lighthearted way, but it's a great chance to have your team meet all of these previous great heroes and interact with them. You'll get to fight both against and for classic villains, and after each battle you'll gain a new summon hero. Marth, Roy, Lynn, Celica, Ike, and Micaiah are all added to your team, as well as some new items. Limit Breaker allows you to level your characters beyond their initial limits, and Paragon doubles your XP gains. There's a few other skill boosts, but the cool items here are the Dread Scroll and Bouquet. Dread Scroll changes classes to the Dread Fighter, which is essentially a top-tier ninja. They have access to swords and hatchets as well as attack magic. And the Bouquet changes class to the Bride, which gives access to spears, staffs, and bows. Nice! The last 3 maps aren't related to summons, but they do give some really nice bonuses. The Golden Gaff gives you a chance for some quick and easy money, Exponential Growth gives a chance for some big experience gains, and Infinite Regalia provides some randomized legendary weapons, if you can beat their protectors. Series 1 is great for both fan service and team building. Again, none of this is necessary to the main game or pay to win, but it sure is some nice extra content for extending the life of the game. Series 2 DLC breaks away from the old school fan service and focuses more on, well, new school fan service, as well as some much more challenging and desperate what-if scenarios. Here, the content focuses on your existing characters. Death's Embrace, 5 Ana Firefight, and Roster Rescue are all side missions with some crazy difficulty twists to put your skills to the test. Whether facing a map which drops your health to 1 point or having to clear out distant targets with 0 time to spare. Anime and otaku fans will get their obligatory onsen and beach episodes with the harvest, summer, and hot spring scrambles. Here, your team will visit some vacation outrealms for some lighthearted antics before going back to save the world. I mean, hey, come on, even heroes need a vacation now and then. The Future Past series is cool in that it gives a quick glimpse into what originally happened when the heroes lost to the Dark Dragon Grima, only here you get a chance to rescue them rather than the other way around. You'll rescue the children from the future and help Lucina achieve that last-ditch effort to complete the Fire Emblem, even as the last of her friends fall around her. Fans of alternate timelines will probably get a kick out of these. And finally, Apotheosis is essentially the ultimate level difficulty for true masters of the game. No difficulty quite matches up to this mission, so kudos to any who can complete it. Series 2 is an enjoyable set of missions for those not interested in the classic characters, but just like Series 1 provides a good range of content and difficulty for Awakening fans. And there it is. Altogether, this is how DLC should be. It extends the life and range of the game, giving new characters, story, interactions, and skills to play around with, yet the main game is an entirely complete experience on its own. Making a great experience out of the box is the best kind of incentive to want and pay for more, and I was absolutely willing to do so with Fire Emblem Awakening, something I'm usually very stingy about. It's a shame modern content delivery has moved on from this, but it's one more thing to add to the quiver of awesomeness that is Fire Emblem Awakening.